all you cool cats and kittens.
Carole, I am so excited to meet you. We are so excited to watch you. How did you end up on this season of Dancing with the Stars, and why was it the perfect next move for you?
The perfect next move. We had over 190 media outlets reached out to us after Tiger King, and we turned all of them down. But my daughter saw the list and she said, you got to do Jimmy Fallon and you got to do Dancing with the Stars. Jimmy Fallon turned out to be a prank. Dancing with the Stars turned out to be the real thing. And so we accepted that challenge, even though it's just totally outside of my comfort zone.
How are rehearsals going? I have a dream of seeing you incorporate your bicycle and your flower crown a little bit. Is that happening?
So far, no bicycle or flower crown has been presented to me, but I'd be happy to do that. The rehearsals have been fabulous. The pros are amazing. They can teach anybody to dance if they can teach me to dance.
Well, we can't wait. I mean, you look great, by the way. You're looking like a dancer. Are you getting fit doing all this?
It is a lot of work, and I don't have a set of scales, but I think it's already starting to help.
Well, Dancing with the Stars is about dancing, but it's also about sharing your journey, who you are. Fans saw a certain side of you on Tiger King. Are you going to use Dancing with the Stars to show them, the you that you want to portray? Will you make some reveals or right what you might see as some wrongs that might be out there?
There's plenty of wrongs, but this isn't about me. This is about the cats, and they were the real losers in Tiger King. There was about this much attention paid to what those cats go through. So I am really hoping that Dancing with the Stars will keep those cats first and foremost in the front of the viewers, so that they are constantly thinking about those cats being in cages and being exploited, so that we can change that and end the private possession and the cuffing.
Well, I see you wearing your cat print right now, always. But Dancing with the Stars is also the chance for you it's about your journey, and I wondered, are you excited to get to show who you are on your terms, with saying what you want to say and doing what you want to do, instead of it maybe being in the editing hands of someone who you might not have known what they were going to do with it?
Well, it always falls to the editor, but in my case, I have always been strictly focused on protecting big cats and saving them in the wild. The editors of Tiger King chose not to focus on that part of what I do. I'm really hoping the editors at Dancing with the Stars do.
Will we see you make any big reveals on the show this season?
I don't know what there is to reveal other than the fact that there is work that we can do to save these cats and to protect them in the wild before they completely go extinct. So if America doesn't know how close we are to losing the majestic tiger, then that will be the big reveal.
Could we see you dance to Eye of the Tiger? That feels right for that first dance.
Just a minute ago, I got approval to be able to tell you, the first person to get to hear, we are opening my act with Eye of the Tiger. It was my first choice, so I'm so...
It was? Carole, that is amazing. Congratulations, that's so awesome. Any other critical cat-focused songs that you had on your list?
I have a bunch of other cat-themed songs on there, but I don't know yet what will be incorporated.
Will we see you wearing tiger print or cat print in this first dance?
The people in wardrobe asked me, what they could do, and I told them just absolutely go wild. So I think you are going to be as surprised as I am.
I got to ask you, would you ever, and I don't know if they've asked you, but would you dance to one of Joe Exotic's songs just to have a little fun?
There was nothing fun about the things that he said about me.
Okay. Well, like I said, here's the thing, Carole. Dancing with the Stars is your moment. You can do what you want to do. So I'm like, Carole, own this. Take back that narrative,
Thank you.
We have seen you absolutely explode this year. A Tiger King, now you're on Dancing with the Stars, and now you've got people playing you in scripted projects. Kate McKinnon is going to play you. How does it feel to be having this moment, like to have her taking you on?
I'm really excited about the idea that they could give more time to some of the issues, but nobody has reached out to me from any of these productions for me to know whether or not they're just rehashing more of the same nonsense that was portrayed in Tiger King, or if they're really doing any kind of an in-depth study. I don't know how they could be if they don't reach out to me to ask.
That's fair. Well, again, Dancing with the Stars, Carole, this is your journey, and we're all excited to see it. How have you felt about the fan reactions to you being on this show?
It's really been positive. Anything in person has been absolutely positive. The only negative type of impact from Tiger King, not from Dancing with the Stars, has been where people could hide behind an alias phone number or a email address. So people in person have been wonderful.
Have you been getting some of that hate messaging and kind of the trolls?
After Tiger King aired, my phone went off every 2 minutes around the clock for 3 months. And it was mostly people screaming how much they hated me for having tigers in cages, because they didn't understand from Tiger King that you can't just rescue a tiger and turn it loose. It has to live in a cage. And so they didn't understand the whole message of sanctuaries trying to end the breeding so the tigers aren't in cages. So the good news is most of the people out there are really in our tribe. They're on our side in this. They just didn't know it after watching Tiger King.
Have you heard from any of the Tiger King cast about you being on Dancing with the Stars?
You know, I don't think I have about Dancing with the Stars.
Are you preparing yourself that you might have to fend off some of that negative press and reaction from them as this season goes on?
I think it'll be dissipating, because the more people are learning about the real issues, because thankfully it is in the public discussion now, and people are starting to research it, and they're finding out that tigers are disappearing in the wild, and they're finding out that breeding them in cages is not saving them in the wild. So as more and more of that information gets out there, there's less and less negativity.
Well, Carole, I'm excited to see you potentially win this whole thing. I think you've got it.
Thank you.